So making friends as an adult, it can be tough, it can be a little tricky, and whether you're new in town, working remotely, or hoping to expand that circle, there's a new app helping you to change everything.
It is called Wyzer, but it's spelled W-Y-Z-R. Isn't that cute?
That's pretty wise.
It is designed to help grown-ups build real connections through shared interests and local activities. And we are so excited to be joined by the founders of Wyzer, Joy Taylor. Joy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And Carolyn Kelly, good morning.
Good morning.
They're here to talk about why they built this app and how it's helping people find their people. So, ladies, my question is, where did this idea come from? Joy, let's start with you.
Yeah, you know, it's harder to find a friend than it is to find a date or a spouse. We heard after the age of 30, you can go on a dating app, easily find a date, but finding a true friend, someone you really connect with, that's very tough after you get out of school and you're in the workforce or you're working remotely.
So, okay, the two of you were girlfriends before, right? Close girlfriends. What was that moment like when you two were like, wait a minute, we might be sitting on something here?
Initially we were thinking about our fathers and how they need friends, but then we realized it's really not about our fathers, it's about us. I'm like, I was new to town, I didn't know anyone. A lot of people are retired or single, and how do you meet friends these days, especially when you get a little bit older?
Right. Why do you think it's so hard?
I think it's hard because you don't have that built-in connection you do when you're in school.
Yeah.
So as you get a little bit older, some of your friends move away, they're married, they're focused on their families or work, and so friendship is really not a priority. But now with Wyzer, we're making that a priority.
It's so true. Everybody's in different phases of life at this point in life, right? We all have our careers, our children, and whatever the situation is. How does it work though? Because we just showed a little clip of the app itself. How does this work?
You can get Wyzer free on Apple or Google Play. You download, you select your 6 interests and your 2 health and wellness goals. We're very focused on health and wellness in addition to interests. And then you can go on and start meeting friends today. We met Tierney, who works at the Conrad DC. She moved from Michigan. She went on Wyzer and she met like 3 friends already.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Look, and it's an activity-based app, so it takes some of that awkwardness out of meeting new people. When you're focused on whatever your interest is or whatever your activity is, it's a little bit easier.
And we have some figures here. 300,000 friendship connections through the app alone.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's purely grassroots. So we're not corporate or big tech. This is all organic, which is what's so amazing. People really crave this. They say every day, thank you for creating Wyzer.
Wow. Okay, so I was going to say, what's the reaction been here? And really, how is it different? Because I know that there are some other friend-based or platonic apps out there. There's also, things on Facebook and all these other things. So how is Wyzer different, and what's the reaction been?
The difference is that we're not focused on Gen Z. We're focused on people a little bit older, but it's open to all adults. And the reaction has been, like we mentioned, people are meeting friends immediately. They're thrilled about it. There's something built just for them. It's not for teens, it's not for your grandparents, it's for you.
I love that.
I do too.
Isn't that great? And you know, and it's free.
It's
you
free.
guys could have really monetized this. You are, as you said, like sitting on a gold mine here, but it's free. I think that's the extra step, especially depending on where you are in life, right? Okay, so the real impact has already been felt. What's the future? What do you hope that this app, the real impact is in moving forward?
We want to grow this app in the DMV. This is a huge market for us. People are focused on work and politics, but really making true lifelong friends is tough, especially here. So we're focusing on DMV and the whole East Coast.
And we're available in 5 languages, so we are global and growing.
Wow.
Yep.
Perfect.
That is that's really smart, especially if you're moving and you're new here, you know no one. and
Absolutely.
There's a language
Are you all
barrier.
based here in the DMV?
No, we aren't. We're in
Okay.
California, actually.
Oh, wow.
But we're everywhere. We're
yeah,
everywhere.
That's what, because when we're so DMV centric. We think the world revolves around us. But so thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having
and
us.
talking
much.
about this.
Really
That's
appreciate
incredible.
it.
Coast
Thanks,
to coast
Joy.
and
Thanks,
around
Carolyn.
the globe. All right. All righty. Okay. Download it. Wyzer. W-Y-Z-R. Okay. And it's free. Love that. All righty. I think that we are now going over to Marcella Robertson. Isn't that a great idea? Did you hear the ladies, Marcella?